Welcome back to another Red Dead 2 info gameplay video. First off, I want to start off by for apologizing for taking so long to get around to it. I was going to do it first thing this morning as soon as I woke up and saw it. I woke up around 10, so I was going to do it around 10:30, maybe 11. But apparently my charging cord died last night. It just stopped working, so therefore my phone died. So I couldn't see the video, and I needed to get that. And so basically, I needed to go to Walmart and get a new cord. So I got a cord. Obviously, my phone is charged. The reason I need my phone is because I want to take screenshots. I pretty much take screenshots of practically every single frame. I mean, I pretty much have a frame by frame almost. I mean, I don't have the full 4 minutes, but I do have a lot of screenshots of this. So, which I will be uploading all of them to Twitter over the course of the next few days. I'm going to try and get them pretty much all uploaded tonight. And, yeah, so, the reason I am playing NHL 17 right now is, and doing this video, is because I am doing a lot of these, and, it'll probably take me a long time before I officially, they'll actually start it. So, anyway, so they announced, yesterday they announced that Rockstar announced yesterday that they were going to be dropping, the gameplay trailer, or gameplay video part 2. At 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the following day, which would be today. And so, here we are. We are on Monday, I believe. It was Monday the 1st of October. What a fitting day. Which I believe it actually launches later this month. I believe there is a midnight release on the 25th. So, yeah. Well, they release it, I'm guessing around 9 a.m. Again, I really can't tell you the exact time because my phone was dead. And I was asleep at that point, sadly. But it didn't matter because my phone's dead, so what can you do? So they released it, I watched it a few times. There's actually more information that I did find out, so I was completely wrong about that. Not sure why. Okay, oh, wait, what was it then? So first off, I'm going to go pretty much by every screenshot I took, which is a lot of those screenshots, of which, again, I will be uploading to Twitter later tonight, and hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it all loaded up on Twitter tonight. Tag Rockstar in it. It has the Rockstar watermark. Again, they are screenshots from the video. But now there are, again, a few moments that I skipped. But first off, the video starts off where Arthur Morgan is running. I think he's on a train already. I don't think he is running behind the train. I mean, he could be behind the train, but it kind of looks like he is on the train, and maybe... No, actually, no, it looks like he's behind the train, and he's running behind it, and he's jumping up onto the train, climbing up onto the train, and then he gets into a fight with some guy with the beard, and then they get into a tussle. It looks like the train is approaching a station. And the first screenshot I have is it looks like they're tussling. Arthur Morgan is on his back on the I don't know if you can call it a ground on a train. I don't know, on the floor. Basically, his back is on the floor as the other guy, and then you can see in the background people standing around. And you can see a yellow building that looks like it would be like a post office or a train depot. I don't know. There are a bunch of barrels. There's like a bench. Looks like a water tower that says Wodes. I don't know. Hard to make out some of the letters. And then the next one is where, again, these are screenshots of the video. So then Arthur Morgan tosses a guy off the train. We don't know what happens to him. We don't know if he lives, don't know if he dies. And then in the background, you can see the guys. Looks like one guy is yawning. and one guy is walking towards and then stops, and then you see Arthur Morgan getting up, and then the two guys are starting to walk away, and you can also see on those guys on the ground, not on the train, and there are two people on the train that you can actually see walking towards the front of the train, and the train is moving. Keep in mind, the train is moving. Again, these photos will be uploaded, or screenshots will be uploaded to Twitter tonight. Hopefully all of them. Hopefully, we'll see. And seeing he's getting down off it, looks like there's crates, barrels, sacks. Well, they're, I don't know, cedar food sacks. I don't know exactly what. Yeah, I don't know. I can't make out the words. And those guys are running towards the front of the train, and then Arthur Morgan. This is like an open cart here. It's not like an enclosed cart. It's open, and then the train car is open. And then he goes to the next one. He climbs up onto it, and then then it goes to a train up on a very long bridge. I mean, this is a very. I mean, you can't even see the beginning or the end of this bridge. To be honest. I mean, it is it looks like it's a super long bridge, and you might be able to see one side, but I can't tell if that's the side of it, or if that's just, and by side, I mean, it's a bridge. So, the point of where it starts from the rock, or the ground, the earth, and then starts going. It looks like there are, there's at least two people up on the train that you can see. There might be a third. I can't tell if that's a tree. It looks like it might be a tree. But there are definitely two people up on top of the train. I'm guessing, they're both on separate train cars. I'm guessing, you're on the one in the back. That'd be Arthur Morgan. Maybe that's someone else. And then it goes to where and I'm guessing it is, I'm guessing it's Abigail. And I'm guessing it's Abigail, and you and this woman are running, down this wooden path. There's a fire on the left. There's like a house on the right that you're approaching, and then you get there, and there's two guys on the ground tussling that I honestly can't even see, but they're on the maps, so and then the guy, you stop. Arthur Morgan stops and shoots at the person on top, and I guess kills him. And let's see. And it looks like whoever the woman is, again, I don't know who it is. You don't really see her face, but she's still running forward. She's still going. And so when you shoot the person, it goes to kind of like a little mini cutscene where the person falls off, and the guy gets up, and then looks like you're gonna be getting up on some big, looks like you have to climb up on a ladder or something, and then you're like, and then if I remember correctly, he says like, hurry up, come on, or something like that. So you're, I guess you're rushing along, you're trying to, probably a mission. So, sorry. So, I guess the boilers, I don't know, but basically on a bridge, and then, there, something making sense. Maybe those are your enemies, I don't know, they're up on the bridge, kind of thing. And then there's the next screenshot. And these are in order, by the way. I'm not back and forth. These are actually in order of, how they play out. And yeah, so we'll do the next one. And then the next one is a really nice photo, absolutely gorgeous. Only beaten by the next one, maybe. But the next one is of you, John Marston, and your horse in a snowy region up on like a very small cliff ledge. I mean, you know, it's a cliff ledge, but it's not like, you know, there's not much room. Let's put it that way. You want to be really careful. Now you can see where it's basically a trench of snow that you're making behind you, and your horse is just, I guess, putting. I mean, basically, you see these tracks in the snow. Your horse has a dead animal on the back. It looks like it could be a deer. I'm not entirely sure. And the next photo, the screenshot, sorry, shows better the horse, which looks like it might have something on its head. I can't tell. And it looks like it is a deer that you shot. I can't tell if it's an elk, a deer, or a moose. I don't know. I don't think it's a moose, but and then it looks like you have a beard, which is really cool. They're showing that off. Different, you know, you obviously got like a heavy coat on. Really beautiful picture. And then the next one, which I find really interesting, is next to is still from the snow, but you're, you know, this guy's, I guess, coming close. I guess when the camera is. Don't forget, all this was taken in the end game. So, but you know, you can see the breath. Like when you, like if you step outside when it's really cold, like it goes so cold that there could be snow or there is snow on the ground. If you breathe, you can see like the fog in the air, and that's what you can see here is the fog in the air. First, Arthur's looking kind of forward, and you can see it there, and then as he moves his head to the right, and I'm guessing follows, and you can see his breath to the right as he's exhaling. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The next one is where Arthur Morgan is opening up a door. So he's about to go open up a door, and then, you know, someone else opens the door first, pushes him back, he falls down. The guy comes out with I can't tell if it's a rifle. I think it's a rifle or a shotgun, I can't tell. And it looks like he's got a knife on him too, maybe. So, absolutely fantastic detail. Yeah, and then the next one is of Arthur Morgan climbing out of a window, sliding down. The next few screenshots, rather, our next little clip is of Arthur Morgan sliding, like climbing out of a window at night, sliding down the roof, and landing on the ground, the wooden floor outside. It looks like it had rained. Actually, it's really cool. It looks like it's kind of wet. You see some. It looks like it rained. And then there's, I guess, 3 sheriffs, you know, sheriff's deputies, whatever, that stop you. And then there's an explosion behind you. So I don't know if this is a mission. You know, they said that, you know, these things that just happen. Like, you know, Arthur will, you know, come across things that just happen. So I don't know if it's just a coincidence or maybe something they put in the game to kind of help distract. And they're firing at you, and that's about it. And then this is what I find really interesting is this next little sequence here is there is a train coming. It goes to sunny day, or a little bit of fog and a little bit of foggy day. Not too bad though, mostly sunny. And you know, there's a water tower on the right. Maybe not a water tower, it's like a silo, but you know, there's some kind of tower on the right. You can see a train coming, steam train coming. You know, there's a person on the bridge, and then you can see you are riding up to meet 4 horsemen. Probably enough. 4 horsemen, maybe there might be more. I don't know. And you know, you're riding up, and then you know, I guess they're talking. I can't remember what they're saying, and then it goes to a picture or a short clip of probably like a second, maybe 2, if that, of the train, and you can actually see it says number 49. There's probably a digit before that. Really great detail on it, though. It even has a nice little shine to it here and there. I mean, and then it goes to what I'm guessing is Bill Williamson, who is there's somebody. I'm guessing Bill Williamson. You know, sitting by the plunger. So that's what they called it. getting ready to blow it up, and so he's pushing it down. And I don't know if that's the mission. I'm guessing that's the mission, like the first one of the first missions you come across, like the mission we've heard about, and the playthrough that they got, or the demo that people got. But and the next one, you are walking in to, looks like, I'm guessing, a bank or something, and y'all are wearing masks. There's a security guard with a rifle, who has his back to the door, dumb decision, and y'all burst in, and one of the guys, I can't remember who he looks like, but he knocks the guy with the rifle, knocks the guard with the rifle. What's really interesting is in the background across the street, you could see an N. James, like N. James. What does it say? And it says legal advisors. So I guess there are lawyers across the street or something. And then it goes to cussing where you're opening up a vault, or somebody's opening up a vault. I don't know if it's you or somebody else. I don't know. It could be in a first person. I don't know. Maybe you're watching somebody. I really don't know. And then you can see, and then he opens it up, whoever it is, and there's like 3 stacks of cash, and I guess a bunch of banknotes, and I don't know what the other stuff is. There's like a box in there, because it's probably jewelry. And then there's next thing, there's an explosion at, I don't know where, the front of the bank maybe? I can't tell. And then I guess the shooting occurs. I really don't know. But there's one dead or alive. It's just like how much ammo you have. And then the next one is talking about more personal missions. And then basically all you do is, I guess you agree to do something for these 3 ladies. Which are 3 ladies we saw in the other screenshot. I'm guessing this is where it's from. And you get them on, they climb up in the back of this cart, and you and somebody else get on front. Maybe it's Uncle, I don't know. It could be anybody, I guess. Also see it be Uncle. And if I remember correctly, they're kind of saying like, we could drink fancy wine or something. So maybe y'all are going out on the town. Y'all taking them out, escorting them. There's a passerby. I'm guessing you can say hello. And basically the next part is where, you're helping somebody get up on, I don't know if you're the one riding. There's someone riding a horse. And there is 2 people up on a train. One person's on top of the train already. And the other person is helping the woman up onto the train. And it's basically saying where y'all can rob a train. And then or rob passerbys or pointing a gun at them. And then you put the gun, and Arthur's pointing a gun at them. Arthur then puts the gun up in the air, fires a shot, and I don't know what happens then. It says, or you can hold up a store, and it looks like you're actually holding up a gun store. Because it looks like there are rifles in the background on the shelving, and so that's interesting. And yeah, there are guns in the cases as well. Again, these will be uploaded to Twitter, hopefully by the end of the night. And the next little sequence is really interesting to me. I don't know if y'all caught this, but you're going through a cabinet, or medicine chest or something like that, in the middle of the night in someone's house, and in the background there's actually a dude sleeping. Like, he is legit sleeping in the background. So, and then the next one is talking about he's going to be loan sharking, and basically it's you asking some guy, or Arthur Morgan asking some guy for, like, where's some money, and then he slaps him in the face, falls to the ground, and then, they say, or you can go right out solo, for the world by yourself. I'm sorry, and you're standing up on top of a mountain, beautiful view, and then it goes where, but it's dangerous, and then you get, it's very smart here, so I'm going to have to keep this in mind if we want to rob passerbys, but, there's a, carriage being drawn by, 2 horses, and there's at least 2 guys on it, and basically they block the road, you can go around but and then they're pointing a gun at you, and I guess they're robbing you. And they get off, and they get off the carriage, and yeah, and then it's like you or somebody else is beating up a person by a tree. It could be the person that has been confirmed as a hostage. Again during the gameplay, and then things else out there is other gangs out there that are just as deadly or dangerous and violent, whatever. Basically, they were holding up another carriage, and then there's just some Mexican, I'm guessing a gang leader, and then it goes to where like he's walking out of a house, and he clenches his knuckles, and then it goes to where someone's getting shot. They fall down, there's blood flying everywhere, absolutely fantastic. And then you see 4 Mexican gang members standing there, one pointing the gun, and then so that's important. Yeah, not really. The rest of it isn't all that important, but how shall it? Basically, it also says that they will chase you like the law, or chase you, or they will also investigate crime scenes. I can't remember what all that is. Also, you can steal a horse from somebody, and obviously the bounty on you. We know that. Looks like Morgan has to be ready for a fight. He's walking into a building. He walks through a door into like a back room, whatever. He gets tackled to the ground. Somehow you get up and you stab the guy. Looks like he stabs him in the heart, and then show enough Deadeye. Looks like one of the Deadeye levels is where you can mark them, shoot them, mark them, shoot them, mark them, shoot them, so on and so forth, until Deadeye runs out while still in Deadeye. So you don't have to mark, and then go to Deadeye and you shoot them all. You can do it in the midst of Deadeye, so that's really cool. And then it shows you, I'm guessing it'll be a mission, or you can plant something, I don't know. Where else like you're kind of shooting, like you planted something on the ground, and then you're waiting for the carriage to go by. That's like 4 horses. You shoot it, carriage goes up, almost goes up in flames. There's an explosion, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then more shooting, showing where you get showing that where the Deadeye can actually eventually show you where the vital parts are. It looks like they'll be marked in red. For this guy, it looks like it is his head, his middle of his body, and it also looks like his nuts. This looks like is what they're highlighting right there. So, of course, I don't know if that is see anything, because that is also red, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. But, and it looks like across the street, the guy might have a gun, I can't tell. Let's see at the saloon. And then it looks like you can dual wield not only pistols, looks like you can have like a sawed-off shotgun as one of your dual-wielded weapons. So, that'll be cool. Let me see here. You can walk down the street, and there's a beggar. It'll prompt you at the bottom right-hand corner, and you can go get money to the beggar. I'm guessing you can do different actions. Like you probably talk to him and discourage him, antagonize, rob. Or not why didn't rob beggar, I really don't know, but you probably have that option. Doesn't say you do or not. And then there's people riding by in a horse and carriage situation. Riding by. You gotta get a beard. Looks like you're on a different horse, and there's a bird that is attached to your saddle. And the next bit is where you're getting some kind of stew from, I guess, a saloon, and you're paying the guy. You pay the guy. He gives you the food and a spoon. It doesn't look. It kind of looks a little 2D from these, but it's we'll have to really keep an eye on it. When it comes out, and then you can have multiple pistols equipped and customized, and rifle and all that. It's all showing off the holster. Looks like customized as well, as we know. And then you can shave and take a bath. That, and then as you walk up, if you walk up with like muddy and something, people will react to you differently. Like in this case, you're walking, I guess, up to a town, through a town, maybe you're leaving the town, I don't know. But I'm guessing it's like an animal, livestock purchase point. Excuse me, sorry about that. I guess I didn't record this video. And there's this woman walking towards you as you get closer, and Arthur Morgan is covered in mud, and she turns around and just starts walking away, and then goes in front of you where you're absolutely covered in mud. A little bit of blood too, I can't tell. And then the next one is where you're actually canoeing down a river. And then the next one is where you are herding these cows. You're herding some cows, so that's a mission, that's good. Again, decide to aim your weapon, and then the next one is really cool, where you can actually ride this little manual train, where you and someone else are on it. They're on opposite ends, and basically you are pumping it, up and down, and that's pushing you forward. So you're pushing it up and down, and with the other dude. It's really cool. So the next one is where you are fishing. You can cut the line, you can control it, you can reel it in. So that's fantastic. It looks like you turn the stick around, and then it looks like you're playing cards. Then the next one is basically you're drinking, and I won't go stop in the parts where it's hasn't really been confirmed, kind of new details. But again, these photos will be uploaded hopefully very shortly. And then the next part is where you're dancing at night, and then the next part is where you're chopping wood. So that's really cool. So I'm guessing you can go find some wood, maybe chop down a tree. I don't know, maybe that tree will grow later on, very shortly, who knows. And then you put it on the block and you chop it up, and you got firewood for the camp. And then there's, I guess, dominoes is going on here. I don't really know the game. And there's a 5-finger fillet, which looks like you are losing. So, and the next one is where it basically says where you have a lot to discover, and Arthur Morgan is actually pushing back a bookcase, and it reveals a room with a light on, actually. So someone might be back there, I don't know. And then it goes, so then it goes to where you, Arthur Morgan, are walking up to two guys that are fighting, and one guy gets one on the ground. You walk up, and I don't know if it's an option, or if you just walk up and you automatically do it, but you push the guy that's on top off, and then the next scene is where you are actually getting beaten up by two guys, and then Arthur elbows the guy to the right. I think that's how you get out of that. Maybe there's a prompt, I don't know. And then the next one is where you are at play, and you can cheer on the dancers, or you can antagonize the dancers. So, I don't know if you can actually I guess you can get up and kind of walk in, and then sit down, and then get up and walk around, during the play, after the play, before the play, whatever. Unlike GTA 5, where you basically press it and you go in. But I'm guessing just because that's, the route they're going to be taking. We shall see. The next one is basically you can take part of bounties, where you go up to, I guess, a sheriff's station, sheriff's office, and you go ahead and you take the one person down, and you go find the person. And the next one is showing off basically the dueling with the Deadeye, and the final kill cam, which I'm guessing this guy is not so glorious, and not so honorable. And so it's kind of showing a really brutal shot, with blood spewing out of his eye. Like, you shoot him in the eye, and also you shoot him in the eye, and then blood is spewing out of the eye as it falls. And the next one, it looks like you have a stack of cash, and you're walking away from, I don't know if it's a camp, or, I guess a bunch of random people, I don't know. Maybe you sold something, I don't know. And you're walking away. It looks like you have Uncle with you, and then you hand Uncle some cash as you kind of split it. And then you walk up, then the next thing is where you're walking up to a house, with a broken wheel on the front, broken wagon wheel on the front by the door. There's a woman up there, and then I guess the kid comes out. The kid is hiding behind her, and then basically her kid says, "You bastard!" Not her kid. She says you bastard or something like that. So very interesting to see that it's not just little Jack that we're going to be seeing in Red Dead 2, but there will be other kids as well. Which I know there are a few, but I mean, it's like so it's very interesting to see how many there will be. Then there's basically y'all are riding through a town, and then it shows off the first person, which is pretty cool. And this first person really not whole new to it. And also then you're walking through a store, and one guy comes on the corner, you shoot him, you kill him, you go around the corner after reloading, go around the corner, and then there's a guy to your left, and you walk up, the guy comes to the door, don't know who it is, I don't know who it is right now, and then he shoots the guy to your left, the guy to your right, and then I see you and somebody else riding through, I'm guessing grizzlies, somewhere in snow, and then you have the next one where you are on top of a mountain. Basically, this is now showing off the cinematic camera, which is where it starts with the snow, with the trail, and the snow behind you, and then you are sitting on top of a mountain, beautiful view, better if you could actually see a little more of it, but still a nice view, and then you do a riding down the trail, and then the next one is ended that, but now you are, there are 3 coyotes, and maybe there was, I don't know, but anyway, so they're coming down a hill, Arthur Morgan is just walking through the woods, he has his back turned to them, the one in the middle, I'm guessing the alpha, starts just running towards Arthur Morgan, and then it goes to where that one has Arthur Morgan, it has his arm. The other 2 are in the background, so I don't know if he'll jump in at some point, I don't know. And then basically Arthur Morgan shakes him down. It goes to Arthur Morgan. I'm guessing Arthur Morgan shoots the dog because there's a gunshot. And then it goes to where you and Dutch and a few other members. Honestly, there's some really young guy. I don't know who that is. But anyway, you and Dutch are walking towards towards like the edge of like a cliff or something almost, and it looks like there's a rainbow, and he says something that the world is full of, I can't remember what he said. There you have it, there it is, stay tuned for more info, stay tuned, stay awesome, hit the subscribe button below if you haven't done so already. Again, I'm so sorry it took me so long to be able to do this, but again, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter, ZachRider747, check out PleaseSend13.com, and as always, we will catch you later. Thank you all so much for watching.